This episode of Dad is Not a Noun. I want to thank today's sponsor, the Real Dads Network, 11th Annual Real Dads Network Daddy Daughter Dance. When we empower fathers, we strengthen the family. And no better way to represent this than through a daddy daughter dance, where traditions are carried on and new tradition begins. Get your tickets fast before it sells out for this amazing Girl Dad Gala, the 11th annual Daddy Daughter Dance, February 18th, 2023 in Harlem, New York. Go to the website www.daddydaughter11.eventbrite.com.
Give you every advantage I found. Couldn't find a better fit for them, along with my crown. And since the baton was passed, I've been down. Cause failing's not an option, and dad is not a noun, not at all.
This amazing video of Charles, the father in a wheelchair, dancing with his daughter at her school dance recital has gone viral with over 2 million views on TikTok. I had the privilege to talk to Charles. He shared his viral girl dad moment and how 17 years ago his life changed forever at the hands of the drunk driver. Welcome to another episode of Dad is Not a Noun. My name is Ishmael, changing the narrative for men of color and fatherhood, as well as changing the narrative on the things I care about. And today, what I care about, it was a video I saw on TikTok that took my breath away. I saw this amazing brother in a wheelchair, and he's dancing with his daughter on stage. And I wanted to know more about his story. So I did a little investigation. I reached out, and lo and behold, I have this brother with me. Charles, brother, thank you for coming on the show.
No doubt, I appreciate it.
My first question to you is, how's your heart?
My heart's in a good place, man. I mean, I know in life that everything happens for a reason. Firm believer. So, I mean, I'm still here today, man. So I can't complain about too much.
And I appreciate you for coming on and just that energy of optimism, man. I love it, and it's coming through the screen. So tell me your story. 16 years ago, your life changed. I seen video that you used to be a baller. You used to play ball.
But,
So yeah,
but,
just talk about that story, brother.
yeah. I mean, once again, I was hit by a drunk driver. So life changed dramatically after that. I actually woke up. I couldn't move anything from neck down. So I pretty much had to learn how to, relearn how to do everything. Um, like I said, though, I'm a firm believer in everything happens for a reason. So I knew I was going to be okay. Um, was in like a physical rehab for like the first 30 days, like an intense one. And then after that, I was in rehab for like 3 years until I started walking. I was able to walk in water. And then once I started being able to walk in the water, there was like pretty much from here, it's on you whether you keep pushing to, get back up on your feet or whatever. So I was done with rehab. And then, I just kind of kept doing the workouts and stuff they gave me. Kind of got a little bit lazy once I got a girlfriend in my life, stopped doing that. And, and here we are today, man. I got the wife and kids. So it's been good, man. I can't complain about too much.
No, and it's an awesome thing, man. But where did you learn that stay positive, optimistic? That's the first question. That's the first question I'm gonna ask you. But on top of it, like whatever happened to the person who the drug driver?
The drunk driver, he actually so we had went to court or whatever, and they had to actually fight to give this man. They actually only wanted to give him like a year and a half type of thing, but the prosecutor was like, "Nah, we're gonna fight to try to get him some more years." Because I didn't pass away, the charge was only like, I think it was like 1 to 5 years. I think it was all it was really.
Wow.
So it was like a 5 year charge that they could have gave him if they gave him the max, but he ended up doing like I think 3.5 years in prison, and then I'm not too sure what happened to him after he got out after that.
Did he ever apologize? Did he try to reach out or anything? Nothing.
Nope. even when we was going through the court, like even when we was going through like court and whatnot, he really never even looked my way. He ain't trying to apologize, no nothing.
That's crazy. That's crazy. But yeah, just talk about how you were able to just stay positive. Because normally people in your position, they would just they'll fall into depression. They'll get to a point where they might commit suicide because they just feel hopeless. So how did you stay positive through all that, man?
Um, just growing up, man. My like I was a church goer as a young kid. Mom Dukes had us in church with you know what I'm saying, my grandmother and whatnot. So um just a firm believer in the man up above, man. He doesn't make mistakes. So he kept me here. I still had a purpose. I just had, figure out what that purpose was. And it's just like I said, I'm a firm believer in that everything happens for a reason. So, he took my legs from me, but you know what I'm saying? We still make it happen regardless.
That's right. And that's right.
And I feel
And
like, nah, go ahead.
no, no, go ahead, brother. I'm listening.
I was just gonna say, I feel like if it wasn't for my positive mindset that I had, I think it would have been a lot tougher on not only me but the family and some of my friends. Because even some of my friends to this day, they're like, "Man, I don't know how you do it. I don't know
Wow.
how you do it, bro." But hey, man, when when uh when there's only when strength is all you have to do, like you know what I'm saying, when you're in that, like when your back's in the corner and you only can do it this way, you learn how to do it this way, and you get through it.
And you do, and it's just your positivity is so infectious. But talk about you were kind of worried when you were going through it that you were going to have kids, and
Yeah.
then the doctor told you you were able to have kids, and then you found that perfect woman. Just tell me, just narrate me through that story.
So after the surgery, I came out, I woke up, I still wasn't able to move anything, like except for my head from left to right. The nurses were in every couple hours shifting me from one side to the other. um I had asked the doctor, man, like, am I going to be able to have kids? And once he told me, yeah, I was like, definitely everything's going to be okay. Like, I'm going to be able to have kids regardless of the fact, so I'm going to be all right. But just over the years, I had, a couple girlfriends in between the time of finding, who my wife is today. Um, some girls kind of was like, you're in a chair now, kind of thing. They kind of, want to push you to the side, and then some girls was like, I'll help you. Like, I'm here for you, whatever you need. So, uh, I found wifey, and we've been locked in ever since, almost 10 years now.
That's awesome, man. Congratulations. And just talk about that moment when you found out you were going to be a dad. The first, when you had the first child.
When she called me and told me that, I can't lie and say I was the happiest person at that moment in time.
Okay.
I was kind of shocked because I was still living at home with my mom and shit. So I was like,
Right.
sorry if I didn't about the cussing, but I was still
Right.
at home with Mom Dukes, and I didn't know how I was gonna, work this out. I wasn't working. I didn't have like, funds. I didn't know. I wasn't financially stable. Um, but once I was actually working at the time for the Salvation Army, ringing the bells for like.
Okay. Yeah.
So I do that with my uncle sometimes, but my uncle passed away due to COVID
Right.
recently, so I haven't done it since then. But I used to do it with one of my uncles. We was working. I had got that phone call. I wasn't the happy, like I said, I wasn't the happiest of people at that point in time. But after like thinking about it, I came home, talked. Me and wifey was conversating. She was like, "Yo, we're gonna be able to do this, yo. This ain't nothing. Like, don't worry about it." And after that, it was just, I was loving on that belly for 9 months straight, man. I couldn't wait.
And just talk about when the baby came. Like, what was that feeling just
Uh,
for you that moment in time?
just for me to know, I was able to have a kid in my situation and to see her actually come. She came out. She wasn't screaming. She was calm. She's still like she is to today. She wasn't like a crybaby. She was calm. Just the excitement and warmth it brought to my heart. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like it, it was something you can't really put into words. But
It,
it's still to this day, me and the little one, it's like I don't know what I would do without her, man.
wow. And do you feel like you have a bond
Oh,
with her, like a unique bond with her because you know what you've
absolutely.
been through and everything like that?
Absolutely, because her dad is different than the other dads. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
In a wheelchair, she gets this. Like my lap was the stroller for her. We didn't really have a stroller. It was her on my lap. So I think we bonded a lot more. Not to say like it was anything different than other dads bond with their little girls too, but
right.
it was just something a little different. And she loves her dad. She thinks highly of me. So I mean, I don't know, man. It's just hard to put in words.
No, definitely, bro. And then like, just take me to that. The what did a daughter dance play?
It was
Just
she
talk
had
about it.
she's in a dance class, so it was her recital, but they do a little daddy daughter dance. Um, I think they do like 3 or 4 each year, but during the summertime they don't do one. So this was our first one after the summer that we did, and we normally give ourselves about 2 weeks to start this dance, and that routine that actually went viral.
Okay,
We literally learned it 4 days before the performance.
really?
Yeah, she's a quick learner, and so am I for sure. But we've done. I think we did. I want to say like 3 before that one.
Okay.
People always say like after she's people come up to us and they're like, it's so good to see you out there doing it with your daughter. It brought tears to my eyes. And the wheelchair obviously is different. It makes things a little bit more difficult than an able body,
Right.
but we're gonna get it done. If she wants to do these dances, we're gonna get them done one way or another.
And you guys have, and like when the dance was over, like what was the people in the crowd's reaction? But what was your reaction after?
My reaction is always the same. I'm always just trying to make sure that she stays on point during the dance. And like that dance, we did a little kiss on the hand. I kind of brought her around me, and then you give a little hug, and then she jumps on my lap, and then we just wave to the crowd. And the crowd always, gives us that, I won't say a standing ovation, but there's a loud, you know what I'm saying, compared to there's a loud applause for us.
Yeah.
And I know it's for everybody, but there's a little something special going on right there in that section with that little girl and her dad type of thing.
And that's dope, bro. And like, what do you think it's gonna be like? God, hopefully that you live to see her, graduate high school, go to college, maybe get married, and have her kids. I know that's thinking in the future, but like just think about that down the road. Like, what is that gonna like conversation gonna be like? That moment in time, that dance.
Um, I don't know. I think I don't know. That's something to think about. You got me thinking over here. Like I don't know. When that time comes, it's gonna be a heart wrenching moment. Obviously, it'll bring us back to her being a little girl and doing what we're doing now, just all over again. Only thing is, she gonna be grown.
That's
And she probably still gonna be, that dance at the end of that dance, she probably gonna sit on my lap and we get our little applause, standing ovation, whatever. And like I said, it's gonna bring me back to today, like these days. My little girl, she's all grown up. We used to do this as a kid, like
man, that's dope, and that's a beautiful thing, man. Um, man, this has been a powerful, amazing conversation. But my last question for you,
all
like,
right.
what advice do you have for people out there that's going through adversity, like similar to yours, or maybe not as similar to yours, but that's going through adversity? Like, what advice do you have for people?
If anybody going through anything out there, whether you're struggling, however, whether it be the wheelchair, you're new to a wheelchair, or just whatever struggles you got going on, man, just keep your head up and keep pushing forwards, because the man upstairs, he not gonna make no mistakes, and he gonna help you get through it, man. Only the strong. I always say only the strong survive, but you just gotta keep pushing. You might not want to do it today when you wake up, but try to push yourself. Be kind to others. You never know what somebody out there is going through. Um, really, that's about it, man. Just be kind to others and just never give up. Never give up.
That's right, never give up. And that video just was a prime example of just never giving up, man. Like
Absolutely.
as being that positive that if you put your mind to it, anything possible. And you know, just seeing your connection with your daughter, man, is just when I looked at it, honestly, I didn't even like pay attention that you were in a wheelchair chair. It was like you're in this moment, you're in that zone. I don't
Yeah.
know if you're into sports. You know how like basketball, when you're in that zone and
You just
nobody can stop you.
yes, yes.
That's how I felt. Like you guys were in that zone.
It's like that every time we get up there, and she's like I said, we practice this, so we, you know what I'm saying, we get a couple of days in, so it's like once you get up there, it's pretty much just like whether it's football or basketball, man. Once you get up there, you're focused, you're in the zone, like we're ready to get it done, and we know we're gonna do the best we can.
And you guys did, man. And again, man, that's why that video went viral because it was just pure, just real. It wasn't like staged. It was just real. It was just beautiful to see that engagement between a father and a daughter, and you can't beat that. That's priceless.
No, absolutely, absolutely. And there's so many more people out in the world today going through the same things. Just they might not get a chance to go viral and for other people to see it, but there's a lot of people out there that's going through the same thing as the next man or the next father. You know what I'm saying? But never give up, man. Keep pushing. Keep pushing.
That's right. And then also what that video brought was just inspiration to people.
Yeah.
It just brought, and that's the beauty of social media sometimes. Is sometimes you find those diamonds in the rough that
Yep.
just makes you smile. And no matter like whatever you're going through, that video with you and your daughter just changed just the dynamic of just what a person's going through in that day, because you just make that person smile. When I watched that video just put a smile on my day, put a smile on my face. I'm like, and I had it on repeat too. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, I appreciate though, and if I hope it makes other people smile as well. People who, what I'm saying, people who might be, not having the best of days, but see that video, and I hope it makes everybody smile.
Brother, I appreciate you. Thank you for jumping on. Before I let you go, how can people find you, and what's next? Are you gonna do any more dance routines with your daughter? Because I seen you guys do a couple here and there on TikTok.
Yeah, yeah. Nah, she loves to do the dances, and I told her if we can correlate together and we can do this. So there will definitely be more daddy daughter dances. They just happen like once every 3 months.
Okay.
I won't get another one. She goes back to recital this week, so probably like 3 months from now there'll be another one. But you can find me on TikTok at the Cat Family, Instagram the Cat Family, Facebook is the Cat Family now as well, and then I have my own social media accounts that you can find on under the Cat Family as well. If anybody wants to reach out to me as well.
Definitely reach out to them. All the links are going to be in the description below. Brother, thank you. I appreciate you for coming on. You
Appreciate you.
know, to start the new year, interview number 2 for 2023, and to have you on, man, is amazing. And
Yeah,
again, I thank you,
I
brother.
you're doing too, man. Keep doing what you're doing, brother. I appreciate it.
No, I appreciate you, man, and we're out.